find some sort of Russian or Ukrainian Cardi B pitches like that. Some of those type of ordeals in the pitches, good formats for those pitch can have just excellent type of ordeals. Be pretty spicy. I'm sure that that particular star would probably wind up pissing off a lot of people. At work numbers for like the factor gives something for them to tune into, and both parties be flipping birds left and right with pitches like that. Just the venom about that. That once again, it's probably something Trollface, something Trollface kind of threw at me to be able to say within these products here, but just looking after it. Another thing has to do with this is the territory. Which apparently a reason why Russia wants Ukraine is just like lithium deposits and grains and some of these type of things within the aspect of this particular ventures and prospects that are kind of within Ukraine pitches like that. So this is kind of the ordeal in terms of like the economy pitches like that. But just looking after it makes you question within those fairs. Now, particularly Russia's going to get those territories that they annexed back in the 2010s back. So it's kind of the fair as far as saying, but just question why they even wanted them within the first place within those fairs about it. And it makes you question like how does a large country like Russia not have goods that Ukraine would want for like lithium and things like that. It's just kind of fair as far as saying, you just would look after it. I mean, it would seem easier just to annex them to not have to go through the money process of having to do the travel and some of those type fairs, but just kind of within the pitch. You would think something simple like getting into the pod industry or the diamond market, some of those type fairs would just be easier. Just kind of grab like a mediator, kind of figure it out. But basically, Russia just cut out the middleman as far as saying just going to particularly go for this market and just get that money that way. But you think within the standard trade type fair, this would be the pitch as far as saying that just the market behind that would be kind of felt like more money and expenses were lost, like the product of just you think within those fields, if certain kind of prospects are more in Ukraine pitches like that, why there just wouldn't be the aspect of just kind of having some sort of mediator pitches like that. It was kind of within the ordeals, just seemingly be typical type pitch within those aspects as far as like the fair is going to happen. But then that just boils back to the earlier type point as to what Russia particularly even wants with Ukraine in the first place. It's kind of the ordeal as far as saying this is, I mean, more or less, Russia's already the largest country within those ordeals, just to say apart from China, pretty much with just to say apart from China pretty much within those ordeals about it. So it's just kind of within the pitch, just doesn't have as much complex with the aspect, just kind of the fair of that, but just looking after it. It's just kind of endless time and energy within the pitch of like those particular fairs, but it was just kind of pitch as far as saying just kind of seems more small type fairs pitches like that with just doesn't make as much full bound type sense within the ordeals type about, but look within the pitch. Same I would definitely say that Russia, some of these type folks, Ukraine need to snag like a mediator, some of these type pitches, because it's just kind of within the fair as far as saying just the aspect. You would think within the tone behind it that Ukraine actually has more leverage within the aspect than Russia does within some of those type pitches within the fair. That doesn't particularly make a lot of commonplace type sense, but that seems to be kind of more or less not. That doesn't seem to be the more or less type fashion, but it's just kind of the ordeal as far as saying just from the product, as far as those fairs can happen. It's just kind of the pitch as far as just the thing about the aspect of getting some deals going, pitches like that, I'd say.